There we go. I think. You can't see it, but she's laying in the back seat across the seat. By the way, we're live on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, so just so you know that. I could try to mute it, but I don't know if it's going to mute or not. I don't want to take a chance. So, but anyway, we're making great time. Let me give you an update about where we're at and how much time Waze. I'm using Waze as the mapping system. Waze is saying now that I'm 21 hours and 49 minutes away.
Yeah.
I'm down to 1,608 miles left.
Right.
And in 17 miles, I switched, I head due south towards Council Bluff in Kansas City.
Oh.
So I'm definitely going to be in Nebraska sometime tonight. I don't know how far it is. There's about another 150 miles left of Iowa if I stay straight. I don't know if if that's what I have to do or not. I won't know until I follow the road.
When you were singing before, I thought maybe I would call up and start singing the song 99 Bottles of Beer in a Wall.
See?
That would keep you busy.
That would have been very entertaining. That would have been very entertaining. Let me put this back on the highway. Yeah, but we're getting pretty good raindrops. I don't know if you can hear it or not.
No, I'm not on the computer.
But I'm using the T-Mobile, and Dad, this has been excellent coverage, clear across the country. Not a blip in the coverage at all. Not one blip.
Oh, that's good.
It's amazing. I can't get over how good T-Mobile has been for me. And I'm using the Galaxy S22 Ultra. That's my new phone. and that's the one I'm streaming over. And my understanding is the video is just wonderful. So
it is, because when I have it on widescreen, it takes up the whole computer screen, and it's a beautiful picture.
well, all of our videos are meant, the way we do them is meant to actually be viewed on the large screen TV. So I'm glad you made it widescreen and big screen so you can see. It is a really good picture.
It sure is.
And the night vision on this camera is absolutely amazing. When I was coming into Ohio last night, from Pennsylvania into Ohio, I had Michael on the other line. And for those of you guys, if you're watching the feed, Michael's my brother. This is my father on the phone.
I'm going to go on the internet now and see what you're doing.
Okay, just make sure you turn your volume down so we don't get feedback.
All right.
The picture was just, he could see it pitch black at night. He could make out that the sky was completely blue. He could make out the vehicles coming and going. It was I just thought it was just a spectacular video. I hated like hell to end it, but I had to go to bed. So I'm hoping that tonight's video is just as good, if not better. It's all going to depend upon how far I drive and for how long. But what I am doing different is I'm putting out the phone number that I just gave that I'm calling you on now.
Yeah.
That I'm putting that number out so that people can call in if they want to, or they can send texts or whatever. So, because there is a chat room that you can chat normally on live feeds, but because I'm driving, I'm not comfortable watching the chat, so I can't respond to anything.
Oh, you're at a gas station now.
No, I should be long past that. Did you get the text I sent you on your cell phone?
No, let me see. Let me make sure the volume is down. Yeah, the volume is down. Let me see the phone. The text on my phone. Let's see.
I sent a group text out to everybody. But if you don't want to watch it on your cell phone, you can watch it on YouTube. You just got to go to the YouTube channel.
And I'm on YouTube now.
Oh, okay.
I turned the volume down.
Okay. Are you seeing me live now?
I assume it's live. I'm going to lower the phone and raise the volume on TV.
Okay. Okay.
Let me raise the volume on the phone.
You're probably going to hear yourself on the YouTube.
You're talking to somebody.
You are on. That's Judy, and you're on the wrong stream. That's an earlier stream.
All right.
So you got to go to the live tab.
So go to live tab?
Live tab, and you should see it there.
Let's see. Live tab.
It should say part 2 with today's date on it. Really?
Oh, now you're not in the car. I don't know where you want.
Yep, nope, you're not on the right feed. That's the old one. That's the one I just did. That's ended. And now there's a new one that started right around 4 o'clock.
Let me see where I could do.
I can send you a link if you'd like to your email if that's easier for you.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to
It's live road trip. It's part 2, and it's from Iowa City. It says Iowa City to Reno.
Live road trip, Toledo, Ohio.
Yep.
21st.
Not that one. We're looking for the other one. That's live road trip to from Iowa City.
Oh, yes, Iowa City. Okay. I think I got it.
Okay. Yeah, that's the one you want to go on.
Let's see what it's loading in. Oh, yeah, it's raining out.
Yes, it's raining.
Yeah, a blue car just hit you. A blue car to the left now, right?
Yes, just pulled in front of me.
Yeah, I see. Oh, yeah, I hear myself, too.
Yeah. How's the picture look?
What?
How does the video look? Is it a good picture?
It's a little dark, as it's saying.
Yeah, it's because of the rain.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's not bad. And I tell you, my service has been impeccable. Everything has been great. We are now 1,597 miles from Reno. 21 hours, 41 minutes is the driving time. And about 7.5 miles before I start heading towards Council Bluffs.
I hear you on the phone, and then I hear you on the TV.
Oh, good. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up.
I did before. I'll give you another one.
Yeah, give me another one for this one here. They all matter. They all help.
All right.
Oh, I hear myself.
Yeah. So I'm going to hang up and watch you on the YouTube.
Okay. Sounds good. And I'll call you later when I stop.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Bye. Just go ahead and hang up, Dad.
I'm trying to work on it. I have to figure out how I can do that. Yeah, I am.
There. I did it for you. I just hung up. All right. That was my father, everybody, if anybody's watching and listening. He's in Reno, Nevada. He's the reason I'm on the road right now. I'm going out to my dad and stepmother's house. They live in Reno. They're moving from one apartment to another, and that's why we're on the road. Right now we are 1,596 miles, 95 miles, it just changed, to Reno. 21 hours, 39 driving minutes. 21 hours and 39 minutes left of the driving time. 5.5 miles before I think we get to Des Moines, and I switch and we hit I-35 and I-80. And so they're going to combine the highways for a few minutes. Yeah, Des Moines, next 6 exits. So we're here in Des Moines now. I don't know how long before we get to the Nebraska border. God, I really hope it's soon. I hope you can hear me, God. Answer my prayers. Let's get to Nebraska soon. So I'm on 80 in Iowa, on my way to Reno from Albany, New York. And normally when I'm on this leg of the journey, I'm actually coming back from Minnesota. My brother lives in Minnesota, and I usually swing up there when I'm making this trip. Wow, this semi over here. Stay in your own lane, semi. But this time I'm bypassing Minnesota. I don't even know if he knows I'm on the road or not. I did send him a text, so maybe he'll see it and watch a little bit. So it's weird picking up 80 where I'm and where I'm at. Normally, again, I'd be, I'd be coming a completely different way from Minnesota through North and South Dakota, Montana, and down around that Idaho into Utah, and finally Nevada. But this way here, we're going straight across the country. We're in Iowa now. Our next state should be Nebraska. Then we're going to go through Nebraska. It's beautiful Nebraska because you get to see the change in the topography. The ground, you'll see it. Everything turns. It's from flat and prairie to you start seeing evidence that, hey, you're going up the mountains here. You're starting to look more and more deserty kind of thing. And that's where we're going. We're going to the high desert in the Sierra Nevadas. We're going to go through Nebraska. We're going to cross through Wyoming and Cheyenne, Laramie, Wyoming. And we're going to follow 80 straight on through into Utah. We're going to go up into Salt Lake City. We're going to come down that big Salt Lake City mountain. We're going to stop at the Great Salt Lake and go out and do some video. I want to let the dog run around out there. It's an experience that everybody should have. And then we're going to come back through. We're going to ride the Salt Lake Flats all the way into the Sierra Nevadas. We're going to pick up, well, we're not picking up anything. We're going to stay right on I-80 and take that right into Reno. It's going to be interesting. I hope you guys are able to watch the desert. I want to try to see if I can get to the desert just as we're getting into sunset, because it's the most spectacular thing that you can ever see. You'll see the lights of the first town that you come across in Reno, or Nevada. And they got the casinos that lights up the whole desert. You can see it for 100 miles away, and it seems like you're just driving and driving and driving, and you finally get to these to what looks like big spectacular lights, and it's just a tiny little town. Each time that you go through, you're going higher and higher in elevation. I think Reno is about 4,500 feet above sea level. To put that in perspective, and so I don't know what the air quality is going to be like. I did read an article that Reno has got the worst air quality in the world, actually, not America, the world. So I'm hoping that, it's much, the fires are down before I get there. Probably not, but I'm hoping that it will be. It almost seems like a sin not to go to Lake Tahoe, since my father's only about a half hour, 45 minutes at the most to Lake Tahoe. But that's where all the fires are. So I don't want to go up there and I don't want them breathing in all that smoke and stuff. It just, it's sad that I have to skip that part of the journey. But the trip's not over yet, so we'll see what happens. It is a very nice trip going up there. My father and my stepmother have taken me up there quite a few times. We spent the night up there. There's some casinos, of course. We always have a great time when we go up there. There's picnicking. There's a glass bottom boat. We've had a blast up there on Lake Tahoe. Even just spending the day for a picnic or just sightseeing. So if we get a chance, I'd love to bring you guys up to Tahoe. But we will definitely get a chance to go around Reno at nighttime, and we're going to do that live. There's McCarran Boulevard, I think it's what it's called, McCarran Circles, Reno and Sparks. It creates like a big circle. So I'd love to be able to do that for you guys live and stop at the top of the hill on McCarran that overlooks Reno. What a spectacular sight this is. And my description is probably not doing it justice, but I'm telling you, when you watch this video, you're going to feel like that you've been in Reno. The only thing that we cannot do is we cannot bring the cameras inside the casino, otherwise they're going to tackle me. We don't want that to happen. ButchyBoom down. Oh, so we're passing a gas station here. Let me give you a price update. $3.69 for regular, $4.53 for diesel. So if you're wondering why those tomatoes are so expensive, folks, there you go, $4.53 for diesel. I'm passing a Motel 6, and their price says $69. I love when they advertise the prices like that. I did stay at a Motel 6 last night. I'll tell you guys, I don't remember the name of the town. It was not a very good hotel. It was only 2-star rated. They put me in a smoking room. I'm a reformed smoker for the last 3 years. I about died in the room about 2 o'clock in the morning. I got up coughing and hacking. I wasn't sure if I had the pandemic disease or if it was just all the stuff going on. Plus, my dog was on edge with all the noises going in and out. I was finally able to get some sleep, and I'm very grateful that I was able to get some sleep, because otherwise I would not have been able to travel this far that I am today. Hopefully, we'll get into, and that was my worst experience at a Motel 6. I've been in some doozies, folks, traveling across this country. That was probably one of the worst that I've ever been in. But again, I was looking just for a place to sleep, not to move in. So a quick place to lay your head down. I kicked the pillows to the side and just laid on my arm. But I was never so grateful. And I want to thank my brother once again for making me go and making it possible for me to go. I'm very grateful. Thank you, Michael. And I'm just talking and talking and talking here, but trying to figure out where we're at. I got 11 miles where they want me to go towards, staying right here on 80. I guess I'm going to see a sign that says Omaha. And we're at the tail end of Des Moines, Iowa. So we've made it through Des Moines, just about out of it. A lot of stop and go. These people are very brake happy around here. And I got a guy that's so close to my rear end, if I blew a fart out my tailpipe, they'd be smelling it. Okay? So they're very strange drivers. In Illinois, there was a big sign all over the place that says avoid the road rage kind of a thing. So they must have big problems with road rage around here. And it's no wonder how they're driving. You'd probably make you really crazy if you were a regular around here. But I'm just passing through, minding my business. Just looking forward to getting out of here. So I'm looking at the mile signs here. Northwest 100th Street is 5 miles away. That doesn't mean anything to me or probably you. It sounds like they're numbering the streets the same way they do in Minnesota, Eagle State. So I'm wondering if Iowa is very similar. I don't know. I don't plan on getting off here. And if you were following any of the earlier live streams that we were doing, when I was a kid, 7, 8 years old, we used to live here in Iowa. So I'm very familiar with what the weather's like. It gets very, very cold in the wintertime. Speaking of temperature, it's 72 degrees. If you were watching this morning, you know that it was 91. So I have dropped, 21 degrees. So I'm a little chilly. And I got the dog in the back seat. She's got her black coat on. I'm going to see if I can give you a picture of her. Hello, everybody. Heddy, what are you doing? Heddy, you want McDonald's? She's just looking out the window. I think she wants out of this car. She's looking out at the driver's side window. She normally does not do that. So she's looking at the other traffic. I think she's bored. I forgot what I was saying, but whatever the case may be. I have to stop and get her some dog food because I forgot it in the car or in the hotel. So I have to get her dog food before we stop for the night. Heddy. There she is. There's my girl. She's got a nose. She's got a cold nose. I love that nose. I give her all kinds of kisses on that nose. Don't judge me, folks. So, yeah, I'm having a great time with this trip. I'm realizing my age as I'm doing this trip. I'm 56 years old. Last time I made this trip, I was in my early 40s. So I realize that it's not the same as when I was younger. But it's not unbearable, and if you ask me, I would do it all over again. Because I love driving. I love these cross-country road trips. I think I've got asphalt somewhere running through my veins. Who knows? But I love it. I just can't wait to get, at least point me in the direction of Omaha. They're saying that I'm picking up 80 in 7.2 miles. I think we've already passed 35. We could have made a right and went to Minnesota, headed north, or we could have took a left and headed to Texas on 35. And since we're not doing either one of those, we stood straight on 80, and we're just boogieing along. I'm really hoping that we are 1,582 miles, 21 hours, and 27 minutes before we hit Reno. I'm really hoping to, if I can cut that down to about 1,200. That would be 600 divided by 2 days. I'd like to stretch this out for another couple of days if I can. So when I get down to about 1,200 miles, give or take 100 miles or so, I'm going to stop for the night, get some good rest. I am a little sleepy. Speaking of my brother Michael, he's calling now, and I want to let him know that we're live on YouTube. Hello, Michael. You're live on YouTube.
What's going on, dude?
I am driving. I am just through Des Moines, Iowa. I don't know if you're watching the feed or not.
What's
What's that?
or is that this?
Huh?
Are you behind a gray pickup truck or an SUV?
A Toyota or something along that lines. A blue Toyota.
A semi on your right?
Yes.
Yep, okay.
I'm on a 3-lane highway. There's a semi with a white tarp over it, and there's a red car in the middle lane and a blue car ahead of me.
No, I'm not on that feed.
I sent you a text on your cell phone. I know there's a lot of these feeds out there, and I know that may be a little difficult for people to follow along. Dad's actually watching as we're talking too, so he can hear you, so you can say hello to him. He can't answer back, but he can hear you.
Rudy's en route. He's coming down there. Watch out.
Did you get the text I sent you? I just sent you a text about 4:00 your time.
You know, I'm sure I did, dude. I was up at the boat.
Oh, okay.
I just got that.
Okay, but yeah, you got to make sure that you're on the right feed.
I'll figure it out. I'm not really missing much.
No, we're just here. We're Heddy and I, we stopped it.
I love you, baby.
Oh, she hears you. We stopped.
Heddy, I love you so much. You're such a good girl.
Oh, she's looking at you too.
You are such a good girl. I was there to give you a cookie.
Oh,
you want a cookie?
Don't start. Don't start. Don't start. All I have is plain white bread to give her. So I don't want to give her that. She's going to have to wait until we get to Omaha. I forgot her food in the hotel room. I don't know how I did that, but I did.
A crouton. Stick it on the dashboard and let it harden up, and you can give it to her as a treat.
I'm sure she'd love that. But I'm getting ready. I got in 3.3 miles. I have to hook a right and still stay on 80 West. But I'm hoping that I'm going to start seeing some signs to Omaha. I'm hoping to be in Omaha within another hour or so, but I just don't know how much further through this friggin' state I have to go. It's like Iowa's like the never-ending state.
Dude, listen, I checked up on you a couple hours ago, and you were a couple hours from Davenport. You got a long way to go to get to Omaha.
I hope not.
I had your Waze Connect, and I was following you. I would just go online and see where you were, and you were coming up, and you still had probably another, I don't know, a couple hundred miles to go to get to.
Really?
Yeah, it looked it to me. I mean, you're just like a little over almost halfway.
Well, I just sent you the Waze thing so that you can see it on Waze again.
Okay, don't be fucking texting and driving.
I'm not. But you can watch on Waze and you can see where I'm at. I'm 2 miles. In fact, I got to get over to the right-hand lane here now.
Yeah. When I logged on a little while ago, that you had arrived at your destination.
Oh, I had stopped in Brooklyn, Iowa, and did the interview with Judy, which was fun. We had a great time.
Yeah, you're just northwest of Des Moines now.
Yes. Okay, everybody, I want to give you a gas price update. The gas prices are coming down here a little bit. I just saw a sign. I want to tell you who it's from before I go telling you the amount. Hang on. It is the Love's Truck Stop, $3.35 for regular, $4.88 for diesel. Now we're getting back down into regular, reasonable gas prices, and it's sad to say that $3.35 is reasonable, but I just got done paying $3.99, so I'm happy for that. All right, so there's a sign here that says Omaha 80. I got to get over. Okay, you're not on the feed, Michael.
Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm bouncing around my phone. So you got 134 miles from Des Moines to Omaha.
Oh, really? That's not bad. That's 2 hours. A little over 2 hours.
2 hours and 2 minutes.
So that'll put me there, let's see, 4:56, 5:56. So about 6 o'clock, I'll wind up in Omaha. That's not bad.
What time is it?
It's 3:56 my time. It's 4:56 your time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I passed through that time zone thing, so I'm in a different time zone. I just got to get over one more lane. It looks, oh, jeez, I'm going to get in an accident here. These people are driving like nuts out here. In Illinois, there's signs all over there. We're talking about no road rage and don't engage in road rage. It must be really bad in Illinois. But I can see why the way these people drive. My God.
So you're going to get to Omaha before you take a rest for the night?
Yes.
Okay. So where do you want to stay?
Probably somewhere outside of Omaha, either just before it or just after. I really would like to get through Omaha.
Yeah.
But I don't know. And I want to find, my mileage now, it says that I'm 21 hours and 20 minutes of driving time to get to Reno, 1,574 miles. So you're saying that it's about 120 miles to Omaha from here?
Yeah, 2 hours.
2 hours. Well, I'm worried about the miles. So it's 120, so 1,474. So about 1,450 is how many miles I'll have left in my journey, which is probably going to put me there Friday, actually, in Reno, which is a good thing. Because we're making such great time that Saturday is going to be like outrageous for me to take that long to get there. So if
I think it'll be fair. The break going in, you're going to.
Mike, you're breaking up on me, bud. You got to put the phone closer.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You're going to get into Omaha today. Like the same wall last year's trip that you just did today.
Yeah, well, today's a pretty long drive. I mean, I've been about 9 hours so far driving. So that's going to put me right around the 12 hours of driving time to get me to Omaha, which is perfect. That's a great time. That's the perfect amount of time for me to drive.
Yeah.
But it's very windy here. Very, very windy. And cold.
Is it?
The temperature dropped like 21 degrees. It's now 72 degrees outside here.
I'll shoot you another cash out for you.
Oh, no, you're fine.
How much have you spent on gas?
About $100, I think. Since I talked to you this morning. Yeah, I think definitely less than 200 so far total.
Wow, and you're halfway across the country.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you're more than halfway.
Yeah, it's 2,712 miles. So I don't know if I'm more than halfway, but I'm getting there.
Yeah.
We're definitely getting there.
I think you'll be.
What's that?
You'll be there Friday.
Yeah, I just don't want to get there and Friday in the middle of the night. You know what I mean? So worst case scenario is that I'll pull off somewhere, get some rest for a little bit, and I'll get there Saturday morning. It all depends. It all depends. If I call him and say, hey, I'm an hour away and it's 2 in the morning, he'll be fine with that. So, but I just want to, I just want to hurry up and get there already. I feel like I've been driving for days and days and days, and I've only been driving for a day and a half.
Oh, shit.
Well, you got...
Dude, you left here like, 30 hours.
Maybe. 12 o'clock yesterday. Figure 12 o'clock. So it's 24, 25, 26, 27, 28 hours. Close to 30. Another couple hours when I get to Omaha, that'll be 30 hours.
Yeah. And that's a lot to take a break. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to drive much further than that. And then I figure that I should be able to get from Nebraska right to Nevada. I should be in Nevada tomorrow.
Right.
Should be. And then it'll be just be tomorrow night. I'll hit Nevada. And then I'll wake up early in the morning, Friday morning, and just drive straight on through to Reno. It's still an 8-hour drive from the Nevada border to Reno.
Yeah.
Because it's such a big, long friggin' state. But believe it or not, it's quite scenic. It's beautiful. And in Nebraska, once we get through Nebraska, I'm really hoping the daylight, because to be able to do that during the daylight, because that's going to be the best video. Watching everything change, you know what I mean? The ground change. You watch it go from flat prairie, start gradually going up, and you get more and more mountainous, more and more deserty kind of thing as you're going. And it starts in Nebraska and works its way all the way through Wyoming, Cheyenne, and Laramie, and right on through. You keep going higher and higher and higher. We talked this morning about the elevation. Was he said 4,500 in Reno? Council Bluffs is 112. I think 112 miles. That's where I think that's Nebraska.
Okay.
So
yeah, definitely Nebraska.
Yeah, so I no doubt about it. 112 miles. That's like going from Rockland County to Albany. I can definitely pull that off in 2 hours.
Well, that Albany further, it's like 125. Yeah, about 112.
Yeah, what is it? It's like 120 from Suffering, right? So I can do 112, no problem.
Are you feeling fatigued?
I am a little more tired than I was this time yesterday. Just like you said, it was going to become progressive.
Yeah.
The sleep will become progressive. So, but the good...
You'll get a good night. You should get in early. Last night you got in late.
Well, yeah, and I'm hoping that, the dog is going to allow me to get some sleep tonight, because she was like really on edge. But and she's she's doing well. But even when I let her out to go to the bathroom, she just wants to hurry up and get back in the car. This is her safe spot because it's got all the blankets and pillows from home and stuff in there. It's got all the smells from home in here. So I think she feels safe and comfortable and familiar here in the car.
Yeah, she knows she's not home.
Oh, she definitely knows that.
Next time you ask her if she wants to go for a ride, she may not get up.
I would be a bit surprised if she turned around and bit me. Yeah, but so how's the weather there at home?
It was absolutely beautiful today, man. I mean, I drove with Mag. It was probably, I'd say 75, 78 degrees. Beautiful breeze, just, as perfect conditions. I went over to that guy's house this morning. I told him I had to put
Oh, yeah.
I'll sand it out in the morning and get it with me. It'll be fun. But yeah, the weather up here today is absolutely gorgeous. Michael's outside buffing out that car.
He's doing what?
He's buffing the car.
Oh.
He buffed out mine today. My car was good. He polished all the headlights and all that. Everything was out.
Wow.
All the auto parts do Mag's brakes, Pierre's brakes, my brakes, so we can do his brakes. So, yeah, we're you know what I mean?
Yeah. You're starting to break up a little bit. I don't think it's my phone. It could be yours.
It's probably mine.
But yeah, I'm going to get off the phone here just so I can worry about the driving. We're starting to get rush hour. I want to focus on the traffic, and I'll call you when I get closer to Nebraska.
All right, I sent you a cash out.
Oh, Michael, you didn't have to do that, damn it. All right, I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
All right.
Bye. That went down the wrong Covered Bridges of Madison County. I think that was a movie. The Bridges of Madison County. Not sure, folks. But what I do know is that this is a long state here in Iowa. I just can't get over it. I wasn't counting on it being so long. Okay, so we have another gas price announcement here. This is at the Come and Go station. $3.69 for regular, $4.53 for diesel. So certainly not as cheap as the place we just passed, but not the most expensive that we've seen on the route so far. $4.99 was the most expensive. So, and that was in Illinois, and I still can't figure out what makes the gas in Illinois so much more expensive. Probably taxes, but it still seems like way outrageous. But we're cruising along. We're going about 80, 85, depending upon how traffic's moving. I don't want to get a ticket. The speed limit is 70. We're hoping to make it into Omaha tonight, and I think we're going to do that just fine. Perhaps spend the night in Omaha, get up early in the morning, just like we did this morning, and hit the road. We're 105 miles, if you just missed that sign, 105 miles from Council Bluffs. So, no doubt about it, we're going to be in Nebraska soon. According to Waze, I'm 81 miles from Council Bluffs in Omaha. I think they're sort of like side by side. They're not far apart from each other. My brother had checked a little while ago, so it's about 120 miles. That's about 20 miles ago. So we're right on schedule. Maybe even 30 miles an hour, or 30 miles ago. Who knows? So I'm cruising between 80, 85, and occasionally I hit that 90 mark. We have 1,561 miles left to go to Reno. 21 hours and 8 minutes of driving time, according to Waze. So, we're still 2 days away. I think we're going to revise our trip and say instead of getting there Saturday, we're going to get there on Friday. I don't see any reason why we're not going to be there Friday evening, which is better. I like that idea much better. But we are cruising. And I just want to thank everybody for watching the videos, watching the live streams. You guys have really been great. The subscriber count has gone up astronomically. You guys keep giving those thumbs up, and I really appreciate those too. They really help YouTube tell everybody. That tells YouTube that our videos are watchable. People are watching and tuning in. So it really does help push out those videos through YouTube. So please give us those thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you, everybody, so much for watching. It really does mean a lot. And if you see one of those commercials, if you want to click on one of the ads, go ahead and do it. If you're interested in what they're offering. Otherwise, just sit and watch it. That does also help support the channel. And you can follow my brother. He's doing Cash App donations to me. You can Cash App me at ButchyBoom. I can certainly use it. I'm sort of being facetious, tongue-in-cheek. But I'm not. But I'm very grateful. We're a very small YouTube channel. We're bigger than some, but smaller than a whole bunch. But 1,740 subscribers. What a milestone to achieve. I'm so grateful. Thank you guys so much. Really from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And also, if you didn't get a chance to see it, we did an interview a little while ago, I think about 3:30, with Judy Tadaro Snyder of Judy's Beauties. Oh, it was gorgeous. What a great interview it was. We had a blast. We were on there for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. If you get a chance, check it out. Great video. Trying to help support small businesses. So if you want, share that video and help support her business and help it grow. It looks like we've driven through the rain. The rain is, I'm not seeing any more rain on the window, which is good. 76 miles to Council Bluffs. I really feel like we're heading south now. If you guys remember, I said earlier, I feel like we were heading north, but now it really feels like we're heading south. The temperature has dropped from 71 degrees down to 68 degrees, so it is getting quite chilly. I'm actually happy it's doing that because my dog is not panting any longer, and I can start to turn down the air conditioning because I am cold. I am cold. And if you're wondering, she's just sitting here back on the back seat. See if you can see her. There you are. She's laying there on the back seat. She's watching me talk to you guys and drive. She probably thinks I'm nuts. She doesn't understand that I'm doing the YouTube thing. But she's just laying down. I'm glad she's finally feeling comfortable enough to sleep because she's been on edge. You know, dogs don't like change, folks. And all of my other dogs have always been on trips with me. She's the only one that has not. And unfortunately, she's going to be 9 in a couple of days in October, early October. And so this is all brand new to her. You know, but that's all right. She's quite, she's adapting. And she's actually taking a nap, so I don't want to disturb her. And she's probably going to get hungry soon. Another reason why we have to stop in Omaha. Oh, this guy's just blowing black smoke. I don't know if you guys saw that black smoke. By diesel. And I have no idea what he's got, what kind of contraption he's got on the back of that thing. It's got 2 headlights and it looks like 2 pieces of a, I don't know what you call that. Something out of Mad Max. I want to see if we can get up a little closer past it and you guys can see. It's quite interesting. I have no idea is this like a homemade snowmobile? What the hell has this guy got? It's a sled, yeah, it's a homemade sled. Or it's either that or it belongs in the Arctic. I've never seen anything like it. Bizarre. It looks like it's made out of 2 50-gallon drums. Cut in half, turned into some kind of a sled with skis on it. But being in Iowa, if the guy lives in Iowa, I can imagine he needs it. Because, you know, we're here in the tail end of Iowa, but folks, make no mistake, it gets cold and they get snow. They get a lot of snow here. We're not that far from Minnesota. Minnesota, of course, we know is very, very cold in the wintertime. But Iowa's no joke either. And if you come to Iowa in the wintertime, you really need to bring your long johns and your heavy you guys, because I find it to be very, very helpful. Wind chills minus 50, you know what I mean? On you now. I don't want to do that. It's got to be uncomfortable enough. She's laying down across the back seat. So we're 1,552 miles now from Reno, 21 hours and 1 minute away, 71 miles from Council Bluffs, Omaha, Nebraska. It's overcast right now. It's 68 degrees, and I'm cruising. I'm doing it about 95 right now as we speak. I have got to slow down. It's a 70-mile-an-hour speed limit. I don't want to get nailed for speeding in Iowa. Frankly, speaking of poop, I'm trying to get her to poop. She hasn't pooped all day today. I think maybe she did a little bit this morning, but nothing compared to what she normally does. Why I'm sharing that, I have no idea. Oh, here comes the rain again. I'm starting to hear the big drops. I don't know if you guys can see in the distance here on the left-hand side, there's a couple of windmills. Actually, there's a whole bunch of them. It seems windmill farms are the in thing around here. Probably because it is very windy. And I don't know if that's the way it is all the time. Windmills will have no problem spinning around. And I don't know if anybody's ever seen Dexter or not, but the show was canceled for a number of years. One of my favorite shows. And speaking of Dexter, my brother and sister-in-law, they have a big, gigantic boat. It reminds me of the Dexter boat. So if you know Dexter, think of you think of that boat, and you think of my brother and sister-in-law's boat. And he said, I just got off the phone with him. If you were listening to the feed, they just got back from visiting their boat. So it's about 75 degrees in New York right now. So it's warmer in New York than it is in Iowa. But these are some big windmills, huge. It's like the last 50 or so miles, I must have seen a couple hundred or more of these big, gigantic windmills that you see off to the left. Except they were all off to the right. So, yeah, we just dropped another degree, 67, and I can feel it. It's in these old bones. I can feel the chill. This one windmill over here to my left, it looks like it's at a dead stop, but it's not. It's moving ever so slowly. I had to look at it for a second, but of course, you're driving, you don't want to be taking your eyes off the road for too long. And it says, 21 hours to Reno. I'm hoping to make it to Omaha, Nebraska, jump into a hotel, get a good night's sleep, a shower, a nice shave because I need to shave. I got to stop and grab some dog food for the dog, make some peanut butter jelly sandwiches, and kick back and just relax a little bit, unwind from the road. And I'm looking forward to it, and I'm grateful to my brother, Michael. Thank you so much. Certainly a trip that he didn't have to help me with, but he is. And I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for my brother and his family. I can't even express the level of gratitude that I have. They've been there for me over the last month and a half, which has been a doozy, folks. It's been a doozy. And, I have not been the best of, friend to my friends or brother or uncle to my nieces and nephews. And, they're the most forgiving group. And I'm so grateful. I could never return the favor, what they're doing for me. That's absolutely amazing. And it's not on a financial thing as much as it is on an emotional kind of, they've got my back. And there's nothing better than feeling like someone has got your back. Whether, no matter what's going on in your life, if someone's got your back, you're good. It's impossible to fall. And if you fall, they're not going to let you fall too hard. They're going to be there to help you stand back up. And so I am so, friggin' grateful that I don't know how to express it. I got to stop talking about it because I'll start getting emotional, and I don't want to do that in the middle of Iowa. But I look to the right and the left. I got windmills all around me. You know that song, Joker's to the Right? Stuck in the middle with you. Well, I'm stuck in the middle here with a whole bunch of windmills. They're huge, gigantic windmills. I can only imagine. They got to be 30, 40 feet high. And they are huge. And I can only imagine the electricity that they must be putting out. I think for my house, I could use one. If you want to bring me one to my house, I'll take it. I am looking at doing solar at some point. I truly believe in it. I hate paying the bills to the electric company. In fact, it's one of the worst expenses that there is. 63 miles, folks, until Council Bluffs, Omaha. I'll stop at some point, and I'll contact my brother because it's easier for him to look up the hotels and stuff because he's at home with the home-based computer, and he can look things up. Easier for me. But I know that there's a Motel 6 everywhere, or a Motel 8, Super 8, everywhere. And of course, you've got to have a place that's dog friendly. And most of them are. Heddy, I am not turning that air conditioning on. So you're going to have to deal with it, girly girl. It's 66 degrees outside. So it's not that warm in the car here. But in the car, it's like 7. So it's quite comfortable. Actually, I've been yawning all day long. But every time I take a yawn, I take a swallow of the jet fuel that my nephew sent me with for this stuff. And whenever I feel even remotely groggy, take a little sip. Yeah, you can see my shadow here. I really got to shave. I take a sip, and in a matter of seconds, I am just perky. And that was part of my problem last night, because I'm slamming this stuff all day long, then check into a hotel, try to go to sleep. It takes days, and days. Or I'm passing Greenfield in 15 miles. I love how Iowa just loves to take all of New York's names. So we've got, we passed Corinth, I've passed Wilton, Greenfield, Spring Valley. Where else did I find? Seneca. Quite a few names that you'd find in New York. I didn't know the Senecas were out here in Iowa. I don't want to assume that they're not, but I just didn't know that they were. And that's a Native American tribe. I'm hearing phone ring. I want to talk to you. There we go. So I sent them the voicemail. But I think that would probably be pretty ignorant of me to assume that the Senecas are only in New York. But I am almost positive that's where they're from. And we're passing Guthrie Center in Greenfield. And it's exit 86 here in Iowa. To put that in perspective, folks, when the first exit in Iowa after I entered from Illinois was exit 306. That's 306. So, we've come a long way. Looks like there's about 86 miles. I just passed the mile marker. About 86 miles left of Iowa. I don't know how that works out because 57 miles to Council Bluffs, according to the Waze. So, oh, look at this. Now the road has turned red. You see, and that's one of the things out here is that people don't realize when you're driving out on these different roads with the different road coverings, that these roads can get absolutely positively slippery. They can become outrageously dangerous when it's wet. So you got to be very, very careful. I know in Texas, the blacktop, it gets too hot for regular blacktop. So they have to use a mixture of blacktop and crushed glass, if you can stand it. And that's what's in the blacktop or the pavement in most of the state of Texas. And boy, oh boy, does that stuff get slippery when wet. I'm here to tell you. I am here to tell you. So we're cruising here. We're just about doing 90 miles an hour. But this is a wide open road. I feel safe. I feel good. It looks like my father just left a message on my voicemail. Dad, I don't know if you're watching, but for some reason I can't get you to call me on that other line. I know he's been trying to sell his times over positive, trustworthy people calling. Speaking of Dad, and somebody's supposed to come at 4 o'clock to pick it up. So I'm going to go ahead and plug my father in. Hello, Dad. You're live on YouTube.
Hello.
You're live on YouTube. Just so you know.
Yeah, I was watching, and I heard you say that. I was watching, and I heard you say that I was calling, but I wasn't. But now I did.
Oh, well, it popped up. I got a message from Dad's cell.
Huh?
You got to turn your volume down, Dad. Otherwise, you don't know what I got to do to get him to call me on this other number.
I just did.
You did. You absolutely did. I'm grateful. So I don't know if you heard or not, but Michael's making me go to a hotel in Omaha. So we're going to stop in Omaha.
All right.
And that should be fairly good. But I'm making great time. I mean, I'm cruising right now at about 85 miles an hour. Have you heard anything from anybody on the washer and dryer? Oh, no, you got till 4 o'clock, right, for that guy to come.
Yeah, he's supposed to be here at 4, so I'm waiting.
Oh, I was just telling the story about the washer and dryer and how you could have sold it 10 times over.
I know.
And, you know, that's what you get when nice guys finish last. That's what you get when you're a nice guy.
I was telling Sue we ought to go in business. We just get all these machines, fix them up, we'll put them on Craigslist and make a fortune.
Yeah, especially if you got that kind of business that people are obviously interested.
Yeah.
The temperature is dropping so fast out here as it gets later and later in the night. It's now 66 degrees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just think, early September in Reno, it was 100 degrees.
Oh, thank you. What do you guys get at night now?
I'm sorry?
What's your temperature go down to approximately at night?
50s and 60s.
Oh, so that's not so bad.
No, pretty good.
I imagine in the higher elevations it gets even colder.
I like this time of year because it can get cold at night and hot during the day.
Yeah. Well, I'm here and it's starting to rain. And I don't know if you heard me talking about I'm on this red road. I don't know if you can see it on your feet or not. But it's not regular blacktop.
It's red.
Yeah. And it feels strange to drive on. I don't feel like I have the same traction that I would have on regular blacktop. So it feels a little off.
Yeah, just the driving mode.
Yeah. Can you see the windmills?
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen such big windmills. And they're everywhere. They're everywhere. It's like the whole state of Iowa is one big windmill.
They should put them everywhere.
I agree. And I'm sure that they're really pumping out and cranking out the electricity. If I could just get one of those on my land, I'd be very happy.
Yeah, put one on the porch over here.
Yeah, there you go. Well, they have them much smaller. I mean, these things are massive. They got to be 30, 40 feet in the air. This is wild.
Yeah, those windows, their fins are pretty large.
Wow. Hey. Well, Heddy, I'm trying to figure out what she's doing. She's just laying there sleeping. She's looking at me now. She was sleeping. Of course, I had to mention her name. Yep, so it's 5:30 on the East Coast, folks. It's 4:30 here in the Midwest where I'm at in the heart of Iowa. And it's 3:30 in Reno. And what's that?
It's 2:30.
2:30 in Reno. I stand corrected, folks. It's 2:30 in Reno. I am 1,529 miles from Reno. 20 hours and 43 minutes of driving time according to Waze, and 48 miles to Omaha from where I'm at.
Excellent.
It is excellent, but I'm not telling that to you. I'm telling that to the viewers. And you're a viewer too. You're viewing too, so everybody knows where I'm at. And I got confused earlier because I went through Illinois, and I know that President Reagan was born in Illinois, and I thought I remembered seeing something about Ronald Reagan and his hometown in Illinois, but I wasn't seeing it. And then towards the end of Illinois, we came across it. We passed right by it.
What I did was I turned down the volume on the computer so I can talk to you on the phone. It's the same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm drinking this jet fuel. Have you heard me talking about this jet fuel?
Yeah, I know.
Little Mike has perfected the ability to make iced coffee. It is so good that I can't stop drinking it. It's like crack. It's very addicting. And just the slightest sign of a yawn, you just need a sip of this stuff. Omaha, I missed the sign. These big trucks, they always get in the way when the signs come up.
I tell you, iced coffee. I can drink coffee. But I can't drink any more coffee. The iced coffee is the only thing that'll keep me awake.
Yeah, it's really, really good. And I was trying to explain that he's got the special recipe on how he cooks or makes this. It's totally cold brewed, and he lets it seep for days and strains it all out. And it's a wonderful tasting coffee. And I'm so grateful that he made it, because I think that that's what's making me and helping me get on this trip and giving me all my energy. Just a little sip or two is all you need, and you're good for another 100 miles. And a smoke master. This kid is phenomenal with it, and he's got a palate. He knows how to to bring out the flavors in the food that wakes my palate up like I haven't experienced in years. Well, probably since Suzanne's chicken.
Oh, she makes the best food.
Yes. So, speaking of food, you said you got some strips?
Yeah, New York State.
Oh, I can't wait to sink my teeth under one of those.
I just bought a packet of 5 of them. So we'll cook it on the Foreman grill.
Okay. Do I get my own?
Of course.
Okay, good, because I could probably eat 2 of them right now. But by the time I get there, it'll be one, just one.
I'll cook 2?
No, thank you, just the one. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
I'll make some mushroom gravy then.
Oh, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. And you're a great cook too, so it really runs in the family. It just skipped over me. Michael's a good cook. Little Michael's a good cook. You're a good cook. Suzanne's a wonderful cook. Me, I'm terrible. I burn water.
Well,
I burn popcorn. I'm not a good cook. Maggie and I were joking, and I'm pretty much half serious, is that we're going to follow him so that he can cook.
All right.
Maggie says, "Oh, where he goes, I'm going," and I said, "I'm going too."
All right. Wow.
And I'm 3/4 serious about it, because I tell you this, even when I bring home the leftovers, jeez, wow. I mean, the kid can really cook. He really can cook, and they all can cook. Maggie, she's got her own special stuff that she does. Michael's got his own thing he does. Sierra makes her own thing. I don't know about Angelica. I think I know she makes home fries really good, because they made that for my birthday dinner thing. But
It was Sierra's birthday.
Yes. Yeah, it just passed. I went over there and celebrated. She's like me. She doesn't like to make a big deal about her birthday.
I have to call her up. I can call her up.
Yeah, or send her a text.
Yeah, you missed your birthday. I just remembered.
Well, at least you remembered. I'm horrible with birthdays.
She don't know it yet, so I got to tell her.
Yeah, send her a text and say happy belated. She'll love it.
Yeah.
And by right, temperature is now 65 degrees.
Yeah.
Omaha. So, Michael, if you're listening, start looking for those hotels. Oh, I've been saying Iowa's nothing but corn and cows. I'm finally seeing cows.
Well, you see more windmills than cattle right now.
What?
You see more windmills than cows.
Yo, you're not kidding. You're not kidding. And they've got these crops. I don't know if you can see it out the window. But they've got these yellow kind of flowers growing on top of them. And I can't figure out what it is. It's not corn. It's something else. I can't figure it out what it is. I don't know if it's like a wheat or some kind of alfalfa or soybeans. I don't know what it is.
Well, corn goes tall.
Corn grows very tall, but I'm looking at cornfields now. They don't look so tall because they're in a gully, kind of a thing.
Oh.
But they are tall, and they're going brown. I've never seen corn go so long. So the only thing I can think of is they're not doing this corn for eating. They're using it for eating.
They put them in silos, fill a silo with corn, and when the corn ferments, it gets turned to alcohol, and the cows can get drunk and woozy on the corn.
You're making moonshine, corn liquor. That's moonshine. Yeah. Get the cows tipsy. There is an actual thing. It's called cow tipping. Have you ever heard of it? It's where people sneak up on the cows at night and they push them over. It's cruel. I would never do that. And I don't encourage anybody. Yes. Yes.
That was so funny when I went to get the house.
I don't know if you can see the wording on this truck that's ahead of me, but it says corn husker on the truck. Everything is corn out here.
But yes, corn, I guess.
It is. 37 more miles to Omaha.
Yep.
Oh, I can't wait to get to Omaha. I want out of Iowa so bad. So bad that I think I'm going to circle away from Iowa on the way back.
When we drove cross country, we like not only.
Well, you guys took the southern route.
Yeah. When we got to it, we liked. We had that Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah.
We stopped in Oklahoma in a Mexican restaurant. They said, "What do you want to drink?" So we said, "Well, have some margaritas." Well, the margaritas came in a soup bowl. That's how big the glass was. It was so big. I said, "How are we going to drink these and stay sober?"
Oh, I haven't had a margarita in a long time.
Well, we'll get you one.
Oh, no, please, no. No, but what I'm looking forward to is, I'm looking forward to you cooking a nice steak on the Foreman grill, and I'm looking forward to going to the breakfast buffet.
We can do that.
Yeah. So those are the two things I'm looking for, is a breakfast buffet and Dad's steak. I'll take them both.
You got it.
All right. Good.
We'll do more than that.
Well, I don't want to spend a lot of money. So, well, keeping it simple.
You're not going to be spending money. We'll be spending the money.
I don't want you spending a lot of money either. Let's keep it simple. But, going to the buffet, I'll let you guys spring for the buffet.
We were thinking maybe I'll give you my credit card on the way back. We'll pay for the hotel.
No. Knock it off. Knock it off. Yeah, nope, I'm good. I'm good. Don't embarrass me on YouTube.
Uh-oh, all right. Yeah. We'll have enough time.
Yeah, no worries, guys. No worries. We're good. We're good. 34 miles to Omaha. Ugh, I can't wait. Huh?
Yeah.
All right, so let me get off the phone. It's we're getting towards rush hour. I want to make sure that I can really keep an eye on the road during rush hour, and it's raining and it feels a little slippery. So I really just want to concentrate on the road. I'll say some things here and there if you're on YouTube, and do some talking here and there. But I just really want to focus on the road.
All right, I'm going to get that washing machine ready so that I can.
Yeah, what time is it, you said? 2:45?
Yeah, he said maybe about 4 o'clock.
Okay. I hope he comes and doesn't stand you up.
Well, I have a list of my own to fall back.
Okay. All right. What is this? East Nishinab. I'm not even going to try to pronounce them. Some of the names of these places hard to pronounce.
We'll see you soon.
All right. All right.
Okay.
I'll call you when I get to the hotel.
All right. Good.
All right. Like I said before, he called. He's trying to sell his washer and dryer. They've been trying to sell it for a while. They could have sold it 10 times over, but they were being nice and holding it for this guy who wanted to buy it off of a Facebook ad. The guy stood him up. Pretty poor. So if you're listening to me, Dave, that's dirty pool, man. You shouldn't tell somebody you want it and then make somebody hold it and then you never show up for it. Not cool.